Okay, if you'd like to have a go, pause now. Otherwise, let's get started. So, I'm going to write the number down first, 7860. Okay, now with significant figures, these are different to decimal places because you don't start counting the decimal point. You start counting at the start of the number, which is here. So, two significant figures, we do 1 and then 2 jumps. So, we want to make sure that we put the line down after the 8, which is there. Now, this number here is called our decider number. That's doomed. It's going to turn to 0. But before it goes away, if it's 5 or bigger, then it means that the 8 there, this 8 here, goes to a 9. So we're going to have 7. That 6 is going to push that 8 to a 9, but all the other numbers are 0. So our answer is 7,900. Now a good way to check your answer, because a common mistake for this is to write 79, is if you imagine 7,860 people came to your party, and someone said, oh, roughly how many people came, 7,900 is a good estimate. It's roughly about the amount of people who were gone. But if you said 79, that would be a bit odd. Okay, and the point of significant figures is to round things, so we're roughly right. Okay, the next one. Now this is another rule of significant figures. I'm just going to write the number down. You don't start counting until you get to a number that's not a 0. So we're going to start counting here. We're going to do 1, 2. So we're going to put a line down there. Now notice I did count the second 0, or the third 0 I should say. It's until you hit a number, then you start counting whether it's a 0 or not. So we're going to copy down the 0.0. Now, that decider number there is going to push, this decider number here, is going to push that 0 up to a 1, because 7 is 5 or more. So it's going to be 7, 1. Now, unlike the last one, we don't need to put the zeros in there, because they're not placeholders. The 0.071 is the same as 0.07100, so we can just write down the answer 0.071.